These documents are linked in an email that I will be sending. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up K9 revision questions, and you are also going to open up this, which is the K9 Unit 1 PDF file. Now, the first question is, what is the meaning of a safety sign? Now, you're going to look to your PowerPoint and you're going to find what is a safety sign. And this is the definition of the safety sign. So over here, what you're going to write is what's over here. Now, you're going to go through this document and you're going to go through the PowerPoint and you'll find all the information there is on the PowerPoints. For example, match the given safety sign colors with their purpose. Place the correct letter in the middle column. So for example, you have red, yellow, blue, and green, and you have warning, no danger, mandatory, and prohibition. So for red, you're going to look at your notes. You're going to look at red. You're going to look at all the things that it mentions, the meaning. So prohibition, so to prohibit something, to stop people from doing something. So prohibition, danger, and firefighting equipment. That's what's red. Next, you're going to go over here. So red, we said that it is prohibition. So what you're going to do over here for red, you are going to write D, because prohibition is in D. You're going to do the same for yellow, the same for blue, and the same for green by looking at this page, which is page 5 of the PDF. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole handout. Well, actually I am. Let's just go through it together, it doesn't matter. So for the next one, write down the name and a brief description of the following safety signs. So you're going to look at the safety signs. We're going to find all the safety signs from slide 7, number 7. So there's no smoking, no drinkable sign, no access for unauthorized persons, do not touch, no eating, no drinking, fire extinguisher, fire blanket, etc. So then you're going to look at your handout. Just a second. You're going to look at your handout and you're going to say what these are according to what there is on the PowerPoint, on the PDF, sorry, that I linked. Now, a friend of yours is going to open a new takeaway restaurant. He asks you what safety signs are important to place. Identify 5 other safety signs. Do not choose the ones in question 3. So you can't choose any of these. So you're going to look at, again, you're going to look at the PDF and you're going to find any warning sign that you want. You have to find 5 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to find ones that weren't in number 3. So you can't use any of these. You have to use ones that are not in number 3. And then you're going to write what they are. So for example, safety sign number 1, for example, is do not touch, and you're going to write do not touch, etc., etc. Continuing, we're going to go on K10. Now, you're going to go on K10, the one which I linked, K10 revision questions, and you are also going to open up the K10 PDF, which I have linked as well. So for each question, you're just going to fill in the blanks. For the first question, sorry. So for number 1, fill in the missing blanks. Fire needs the following elements. You're going to go on K10, you're going to go on page 3, and you're going to find the answers here. So oxygen, heat, fuel, chemical reaction, which you can fit in over here. Now for number 2, you're going to fill in the table with the correct term. So these are found over here, page 4. Now, page 4. You're going to look at these and you're going to go on page 4 of the document and you're going to, for example, class A, fires involving solid materials. You're going to over here for fire solid materials. So wood, paper, textiles, these are all solid materials. And you go to write class A. Now for the fire extinguisher used, you are going to look over here and you're going to look at page 5. And over here it says class A, which you chose, which is paper and wood. And these are the type of extinguishers: water, foam, dry powder, CO2, and wet chemical. So in our first example, paper and wood, you can use a water fire extinguisher, a foam fire extinguisher, a dry powder extinguisher, and a wet chemical extinguisher. Now I assume you can choose one of these. So in your answer, you're going to write, for example, water fire extinguisher, sorry, water fire extinguisher used. And you're going to do the same for B, C, D, and F. Now, can you mention areas in the hospitality industry where fire is likely to occur? So in this you can include, for example, the kitchen, which is the most obvious place where a fire will occur. And think of any other. Now, number 4, imagine you're opening a new restaurant. Which fire equipment would you invest in your restaurant and why? And you're going to look at your notes again. Now, the fire extinguisher is the fire equipment that you need is over here. So you have a fire blanket and the fire extinguisher. And you're going to say why you would use these in a restaurant. So imagine you're opening a new restaurant. Which fire equipment would you invest in a restaurant and why? So fire extinguishers and fire blanket. And you have to say why. Where should you place this equipment? Think a bit. Where is the fire most likely to occur? The kitchen probably, right? Number 6. Make a list of items you would place in a first aid box. Look at the photo below to help answer your questions. Now you're going to look at the picture on page 12 and you're going to mention the things you see in the picture. If you want, you can go on Google and look up a labeled diagram of what a first aid box includes. But over here, for example, you have a pair of scissors, gloves, etc., etc. You have some gauze over here, tissues, etc. Now, number 8. Give the first aid procedure for the following 2 scenarios. Someone who burned his hand while cooking, someone who is choking. So you're going to go on your notes. Um, you're going to go on burns, for example, because over here it says someone who burned his hand while cooking. And you're going to explain these. Put the burn on the cold running water for 10 minutes, etc., etc. So you're going to do this, this, and this. And for someone who's choking, you're going to go on, don't laugh at this picture, you're going to go on page 19, and you're going to look up these. So you have remove, give, repeat. You're going to write these steps, and that's it. I hope this helps.